Coach, you're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he won't go down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 10 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his backfield.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Dancing to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boyd. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Jackson on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's Jackson. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Ingram. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play action here on first down. Give them 17 on that pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. A first down carry for Henry. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of on 1st and 10. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. The quick feet by Jackson. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Ingram. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Ingram again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown run. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, now he bowls him over. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
These kickers now. So now we're in the final minute of the game of the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great...
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. And for them, just keeps rolling, doesn't it? A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. You have too many players on your team. Choose which players you want to cut.
Give me some Ingram. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Check. Walk 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the 41, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now Jackson, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, Ingram. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Hey, defense, back up.
They'll run here with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Jackson steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson taking. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Jackson on 1st down. 23 yards on the play. Darquez Denard there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jackson now. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now it's Jackson. Got him in, it's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run on first down. It's Edwards.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
That good for 19 at a first down.
Let's go.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marking. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. To throw on second and 6, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Back now in Baltimore. Back to throw. Jackson. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The quick feet by Jackson. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Gets past one man. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He's going, and this is caught inside the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute... Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Looking to throw. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Baltimore, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson now on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Jackson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Now Jackson throwing on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Oh, he breaks another. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. Continuing to fight for more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown. So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Back to throw. Jackson. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. To throw is Jackson on first down. To Boyle here over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. This offense has been humming right along. They've been scoring a lot of points here in the first half. We'll see if they can add more to their total. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Jackson throwing to start the drive toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This is Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over instead.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll run on first down. It's Henry.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Jackson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 20. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trick. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Over the middle here to Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. He'll have another first down and more. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And they'll dump it over the top. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. To throw is Jackson.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So This offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Steps away. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. From the 29, Jackson going for a right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. On first and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Jackson on first and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On first down, Ingram. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Ingram.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. He'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. He'll have a first down past the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, Ingram. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 41. Now Jackson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know as a defensive back, I was taught to play it the way that we just saw. Use the back line as an extra defender and make sure they throw it over your head and not in front of you. In front of you means it's a touchdown. Over your head, you got a much more.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, it's Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Ingram. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On the counter, Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Now it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Ingram. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 21. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Jackson now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Jackson now down around his goal line. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. This offense has been humming right along. They've been scoring a lot of points here in the first half. We'll see if they can add more to their total. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Wiggles free. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Jackson down. Throwing on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. To throw on second and 10. Jackson being chased out left. Pushing his way through. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 79 yards. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Steps away to his left. Oh, some strong running. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 30, 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. After the sack on first down, Jackson, his throw caught right around the 6. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Sheds off the tackle. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught. goes into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now Jackson throwing to start the drive. He'll try and run it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports. This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents. All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.